customer called me, said he wanna sell some converters, and I said, yeah, that's what's up. But I mean, when you trying to sell it, he said, right now if I can. I'm like, alright. I woke up this morning feeling like a boss, and if you ain't selling to me, you ain't afraid to take a loss, player. 2 cell phones and both of them cost. Then I went and got a third and hit my mans with the toss. Running numbers up, I hear it's like lacrosse, but I know that's not your sport, so let me hezzy, then I cross. Got a new customer, he said he liked the sauce, so I cooked him something special, then he told me thank you, boss. If you feel the same, and everybody said they feel the same, then why y'all ain't getting paid? Then why y'all ain't getting paid? Cause if you feel the same, and everybody said they feel the same, and I said we all getting paid, then I said we all getting paid. It's a convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. And the price I speak when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. And the price I speak when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Oh, you, them prices true. You could call my bluff, go ahead and bring them through. It's a long way up, but I'm trying to see the view. So the moral of this story is I'm trying to buy a few. You've been so patient, and that patience is a virtue. How you running home with money like you trying to catch a curfew. And that's been certain, like they promise certain teams. But you can call me with some value, man, I'll give you what you need. This my symphony for sellers, my junkyard dwellers. My jacking up them cars, he got a saws off, fellas. This my symphony for sellers, my junkyard dwellers. My jacking up them cars, he got a saws off, fellas. It's a convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. And the price I speak when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. And the price I speak when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me.
Man.
By this morning, I had a customer call me, said he wanna sell some converters, and I said, yeah, that's what's up. But I mean, when you trying to sell it, he said, right now if I can. I'm like, alright.
Yo, what's going on? Hold on. What up? Good morning. Shout out to Christian Soto, F. John, Fireman, Tisha, RPC, Trav. What's going on, y'all? Let me see. So we up this morning, and we gonna chop some fire game. And let me tell you about dedication, man. This is my vacation. I don't need to be getting up at 6 something in the morning on my vacation time. So make sure y'all show love to the stream by liking the video and by sharing the video, and most importantly, dropping the comment after the video. Give me a fire sign in the chat if y'all ready for some fire game. It's still dark where I'm at, so let me know. Give me a fire sign in the chat, and I'm gonna give you guys some life hacks this morning about being successful in life. Trav, Nellynell, why don't you beam up? So I'm gonna give y'all these 3 gems, and then after that, we'll do a little Q&A. If you have some questions, I'm gonna send Nellynell the link. If you come on, that's cool. If you can't, that's fine. But let me send it to you anyway. 1 second. So this is Coffee with a King, episode 4. There we go. There you go. And we're talking about yeah, I just sent it. So we're talking about life hacks. What's going on, Aaron? So I'm gonna give you guys 3 tips on how to be successful. Some life hacks. The first tip is finding your tribe, finding people that's gonna support you, right? Finding people that's gonna support you. A lot of times from just coaching dudes and women too, one of the biggest complaints that they have is they don't have support. And you got to realize that people are not going to support your dreams the way you want them to, because they not their dreams. Even though you may tell them, you know what I'm saying, this is what it is, this is everything. They don't see it because they don't see it out of your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have people who support you, but don't try to force support from people, right? Now, this is the thing, though. This is the important part. Press 1 if y'all ready for the important part, because I'm gonna tell you guys. Press 1 if y'all ready for the important part. And don't forget, if you want to show your appreciation, man, hit that super chat. So look, everybody has access to support. The problem is you want certain people to do it. What's up, bro?
You, what up? What up?
What up? Yeah, so as I was saying, they want, as far as the support, let me just get through this one real quick, Nelly. You want certain people to support you. Like I told you guys before, like I was doing this YouTube thing. I didn't get support from friends. I didn't get support from family. I didn't get support from girlfriends, like nothing, right? I only start getting support once people start seeing my hard work and dedication and shit. And then people will come around. But people are not going to come around just because you have an idea and you tell them and you expect them to get on board because you telling them how beautiful this life is that you will have, or whatever you see, and they don't see it because they see something else, and that's fine. What's going on, big bro? So the point that I want to make is you want support, but you want support from certain people. But what you need to realize is once you get on your stuff and figure out what you want to do, the people who are going to support you, they're going to come to you. That was bars. I didn't even mean to do bars. They're gonna come to you, just like my man Nelly. He came to me. He's a support system. He's a brother of mine, man. We chop it up.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go looking for his ass. You know what I'm saying? And
all thanks to Lucario, man. After that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. Like I said, I was always searching for ways to improve my game. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't with the people that was out at the time. I really wasn't connecting with them with like that. Like Lucario's cool, but I just felt like I was on a higher level than the people of his particular audience. So once he interviewed you and you were saying shit that I can relate to, just like, all right, yeah, cool, for sure. And then we start chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? And then
3 years later.
If cats really remember in the beginning, where it was a period of time where your account was suspended for whatever reason at that time. Now during that time, I went through all your drops, like all
I caught
of
fire too, though. I caught just
all
real
of
quick, just real quick, because you know how people be like complaining about the algorithm and all of that. Oh, it's fake. No, it's real. Because I caught the algorithm before when I was doing the drops. Because I remember I was getting like at one point I was getting like 1,000 subs per month. 150. I remember I got like 2,500 per month, and I just remember when I dropped The King Is Back, and then I dropped 2 of the Jerome Wills joints, and I got like 7,000 views in the day consistently. So it's like you can tell when YouTube's pushing it, like you can feel it. Doesn't really matter about you. You can tell. Just like when they hit that thing when we was on that live, like it just like it just happens. It was like mass notifications. So you definitely can hit. And then that's when my channel got flagged down and I couldn't upload for a month. Right when that happened. And then so that's when I started the Patreon and that's when I started the Instagram. So 3 years, and we here, and like my brother Trav, LDA, like we real friends, and we've been rocking for years now, man. And
yes, sir.
People don't realize that just because you don't see cats like me personally, I got a strong support system, and like I say, it came to me, and I feel like anytime I need to talk to somebody about some real stuff, I can hit up you, I can hit up Trav, I can hit up Lawrence, I can hit up RPC, I can hit up Limba, I can hit up Jesse, I can hit up Bodo, and these are all boss cats. You know what I'm saying? So all boss cats who want the same type of thing that I do. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you find those people who are interested in your type of stuff, you spend less time trying to sell it.
Exactly.
Not that you should sell your dream, but it's like you can just tell them and then like, oh, okay, I get it. Instead of just trying to, oh, no, this is what I mean, so it just feels good. So just to summarize that one, and then I just let you touch on it, is you got to find your support system, but you got to understand that the people who you want to support you may not be the people who's supposed to. You may want support from you a woman, you want to make content, you want your husband to support you. He may not do that for you. You can't expect him to, though. You know what I'm saying? I got people who want to tell me about certain things. Oh, help me restore this car. I'm not into that. I'm into my own thing of what I'm doing. So once you start doing what you're doing, you're gonna meet the people who are supposed to support you. Don't waste your time trying to force stuff on people and then get discouraged when they're not backing you and you feel that they should. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Nelly. What you think, bro? I'm gonna put the camera on you real quick.
I can definitely relate to that. Like, for example, like one of my close childhood homies, like I be telling him about the books that I'm reading. I telling him about stocks and investing and shit like that. And he reading is just not his thing. So at the end of the day, is I can't really trip or force feed what I'm into onto him, because it's just I'd be driving myself crazy if I tried to do that. So like you said, I think it's just life just works funny like that. Sometimes you just grow apart of people as you continue to grow and elevate, and they choose to do whatever they want to do or stay stagnant at the comfortable level that they at. It's just funny how life works like that. And and like you said, like it's very important to connect and find people that support you and want to see you win, because if not, you're not going to have, it's going to be days where you're not going to have that motivation to keep going. And and sometimes you need to reach out and talk to people that not only want to see you win, but actually can understand where you're at, particularly in life. You know what I'm saying? And they can give you that guidance, or they might want to recommend a book to you, or simply just sending you a post that they might have came across that can help you, motivate you, and help you continue to succeed and get to that level that you want to get to. So yeah, it's very important, man, to link and connect with people that have like interests, but also want to see you win. They don't care if you advancing and they feel some type of way or they feel so insecure that you doing better than them. No, they don't care about that. They actually want to see you win. And I can actually say that about Motu, the group of gentlemen that I connected with. We all want to see each other win. We all motivate each other. There's no petty bullshit.
Yeah. You guys got to realize it's like, see, the thing is, that's actually what we do behind the scenes, bro, is actually hard. Because what people don't know, because we don't all make videos, it's like 10 of us.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep a group like that intact, man. With, you know what I'm saying? Like, because people are different and people will be held jealous. People, you know what I'm saying? But we like 3 strong and stuff. And like, it's a lot of us though. We all, you know, like shout out to Jesse. He just had his baby and stuff like that.
Yes,
it's
sir.
all
Shout out to Jesse.
He focusing on getting acres in Africa and stuff.
Oh shit, yeah, king shit.
Getting stocks and stuff like that. Like, you know, when we congregate, we don't talk about chicks. I mean, you know, we will, but it's not the issue. And even sometimes,
it's not the main ingredient. You know what I'm saying?
But even what we do, we not unpacking and we not measuring penises. We just kind of laugh at the fuckery that we see and we can all relate to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But what I want to do is just go ahead. But just what I want to do is kind of touch on this one thing and spin it, and let's talk about the support system with the relationships. Let's give us some game on that. Shout out to RSB. I see you, bro.
I wanted to add one more thing before we move on to the next segment. I wanted to add though too with the group of brothers as far as Motu and how we interact. The most important thing that everybody is in control of their emotions, and shout out to RPC because he always talks about that. You know what I'm saying? We don't take offense if somebody has a difference of opinion or if cats move a certain way and they move a certain different way. We don't get in no petty arguments and no bullshit like that. Everybody is well intact and control of their emotions.
Quit spinning them skeezers.
Everybody's
bro.
Everybody's in control of their emotions, and that's the most important thing, man. When a group of men who are not necessarily close to each other as far as distance, but as far as engaging and staying together, as far as having the same interests, everybody is control of their emotions and their ego. And I think that's another thing that's important, man, especially when it comes to us black men. You know what I'm saying? Being in control of your emotions at all times. You know what I mean?
Facts. Millie said, "Is that your twin?" I cut my hair, man. It's growing back. I had cut my hair all the way off, no dips, because I was trying to give you players a chance. Y'all complain too much about the cheat code, so I said, let me just cut these waves so they can stop crying.
I haven't gotten tired of my hair yet. I think once I eventually get tired of it, I think I'll go back to the low cut and waves and all that. But now I'm loving my long hair right now.
Yeah. Let's touch on as far as getting support from your significant other, because like a lot of times that can really hold people back. People that are married and stuff like that. Like I know a cat who was married for like what is he married for like 15 years, and he wants to be an entrepreneur, and his wife isn't behind it. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of stressing off of that because this is the person who he's spending his life with, and he got on his knees and sent vows to, and now he has something in life that he wants to do. And he can't get the support from the main person who he wants it from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, I think that's a major problem. I think he didn't do his proper vetting. Because I felt like I think he should have vetted properly as far as I think he should have vetted her way before he even gave her that opportunity as far as making that woman his wife. I think that should have been something that should have been established way before he even decided to put a ring on it. Because if a person is not willing to sacrifice and to support you, whatever you're doing, that's a major problem. Especially when it's on a level of marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't like their boyfriend and girlfriend, they can just hop out and then they can go their separate ways. I mean, once you in that contract and a person is not willing to support you, that's very revealing in that person. And I feel like if a man didn't properly vet a woman on that, then that's a problem. Because I think that's something that a man should take and control in the beginning. Like that's something you need to find out in the very beginning. Because if a woman's not willing to support you in the beginning, then why waste time? Why even give her that commitment? what's the point? You know, in the long run, what's the point? So
I don't know. Thanks for the compliment, Millie. Millie says I'm a good looking man, but on Friday somebody said I was gay, so I'm trying to figure out which one.
Don't worry. I got the same thing. A chick tried to come at me the other day because I didn't agree with how she was living her lifestyle. So of course, you know, when they don't agree with what they got going on, they want to call you broke, they want to call you gay and all that typical bullshit that really doesn't. There's nothing gay about me at all. So, but you know, continue on to the conversation and all that.
So that I think that's important, man. And it goes both ways too, because as a man, if you got a woman who wants to do something, you got to make sure you support her too. You know, you got to make sure you support her. But I feel like the main issue though, bro, is timing. And like I said, this on one interview I did, it's about the timing on the chain. Because I can meet a woman who's perfect for me, but if we not locked in at the same time, it's gonna affect it. Because people want different things in their life at different times. Like, you know, I've said before, at one point in time, I really wanted to be a father and shit, right? So when I got into a relationship at that time, that was my vibe. Is, I want to do this family thing, you know what I'm saying? And I want to try this, and I want to be a good old dad and all of this. And when that ended, that shit passed, and I don't desire that anymore at all. It's not even like I put it on the back burner. I just see where my life is going, and I feel like having a child at this point in my life wouldn't be conducive to my goals, regardless if I found love or not. Like, it'll slow me down. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to put things on hold, and you got to just reestablish them later, because you know sometimes people just like this. So put it like this. So if I meet a chick, right? And she's like going to school to be a doctor. So we already know that if you go to school to be a doctor, you're heavily into that. So I come in and I feel like, okay, you know, she has the look that I like. She has the career that I like. She may not have no kids, whatever it is. So my investment is high. So I'm going to court her and I'm going to invest in her. But guess what? She has a focus on something else. And even though I see like, oh, okay, me and this woman, we can be like this, we can have these things, but she may not be able to see it because she's focused on this. It's about like the timing of things. So that's what makes relationships difficult, because you got to have two people on the same page,
on the same wavelength. Yep.
And I'm speaking on the fact of meeting someone when you've grown, because when you were a kid and you were with your same girl from 13 to, that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But hold on, let me get to some comments real quick. Trav says, my ex didn't support when I tried to do more. She wanted me to slow down and said I was doing too much. I didn't vet properly. That's what's up, bro. That you took accountability for that.
See, that's what I'm saying, is that vet properly. And now I think, now that I'm saying that, now that I'm in my mid-30s and all that, like, when you get to the mid-30s, especially your 30s, you gotta vet properly, man. I mean, you can't be vetting women the same way that you was vetting, or even if you did vet women in your 20s. You have no business operating the same way you was in your 20s and your 30s as far as dealing with women. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you mean to tell me you went through 10 years in your adulthood, and then you're about to go into another 10 years in your adulthood, which is your 30s, and you're still doing the same shit you was doing in your 20s. Right. This is the same shit that me and a couple of my homeboys, we get into, disagreements all the way, because I tell them, like, I don't move the same way I was in my 20s now that I'm in my 30s. I take a little bit more time as far as vetting a woman, because I want to make sure that she's, in the long run, if I decide to deal with her in the long run, that she's going to be right for me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation, whether it's short term or whether it's long term, I got to make sure that she's right for me, because at the end of the day, my peace of mind is more important than anything. And if a person is going to disrupt that, I can't have them around me at all. It's a lot of shit that I tolerated in my 20s, I do not tolerate now at all. I'm
glad you brought that up, brother. Let's talk about the peace of mind thing, because people and women don't understand that, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, like some women, they don't understand like the part of the peace of mind part. They feel like if they're a good catch, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? You could be a good catch, but be stressful. Like at the end of the day, and I'm speaking from older cats, because when you're a younger cat, you don't need a peace of mind, because I don't feel like you've lived enough life to sit back and reflect. You're still doing stuff. So the peace of mind when you're younger isn't as much important as it is when you get a little older. So yeah, like let's talk about like the peace of mind like that. I feel like the peace of mind is the biggest gift a woman can give a man. That's what I feel like. But I'm just speaking about me personally. Different people, for you, it may be 5 blowjobs a day, whatever. So, but for me, I just like my peace of mind. I like just taking a deep breath and having moments with a person where I don't have to worry about nothing. And that could be a rewarding feeling, because when you're doing things, especially like how I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. So, well, I am an entrepreneur, but it's like this, like you guys will see this kind of talk and it just seems easy and stuff, but I don't know, like Nelly, this is like when you start doing YouTube and you really in the mix with it, like you seen Tiger King, right? It's like the Tiger King, like how it's its own little thing and its own little community and all this little stuff goes. It's the same thing, except we doing YouTube, but how they had a whole little community and the drama, and this person did this person lied on this person sleeping with this person. When you do YouTube for real, it's the same thing. So it's like you get all in the mix of it. Let me get Tisha's comment. She says, wouldn't that be a red flag if your significant other wouldn't support you? What you doing and achieving will support both y'all in the long run. That's true, Tisha, but everybody doesn't see that, because sometimes people want what they want when they want it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like
human nature.
Yeah, they want what they want when they want it. They can't help themselves. And sometimes people don't see the bigger goal. Like I put a lot of time, like I'm gonna tell you guys in the chat, and I'm gonna tell people listening. Like I came in this game with the rotation, and I'm talking all this fly stuff, and now I'm at a point where none of that stuff matters to me no more, because I'm working hard and I'm putting in. That's why I just started this daily show, because I look at other cats and I'm like, you know what, going live on the weekends ain't enough. I can do more. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I talked to Steph when my shout out to Steph when my channel got flagged down. And he was basically telling me, like, man, how did he say it? He said, people want to see you more. You doing these panels with like 10 people, like you don't have nothing to say. Like people want to see you more. So I said, okay, well, when I'm doing these morning shows, it's either me and somebody else, 1 or 2 people, you know what I mean? So, and squad could always come up, but I thought about what he said, like, okay, let me give these people more of me, instead of just me and other people and stuff like that. And so when he told me that stuck with me. So shout out to him.
You know what's even sad about that is that if they wasn't following you on IG, the morning drops, they miss a lot of gems. The morning drops, you just hopping on live in the morning time. Man, they miss some good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's some of my best content, because at the end of the day, when I go live on Instagram, I'm most likely talking to my partners, so it's a different interaction. Like not to shit on you guys, but it's just like my wrestling channel. Like people who really rock with me, I can put my book up for free, right, with a link on my wrestling channel, and people wouldn't know it because they don't go over there and look. You know what I'm saying? So that's like for people who really, really rock with a cat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
But this is dope. This is dope though, because like you said, you're attacking. You're on a time when I'm following too many other people on YouTube anyway. But as far as the big cats, you know what I'm saying? As far as in the manosphere, I don't see too many people doing the morning type of thing. So this is a good idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I'm totally and I want you guys to put a 100 in the chat if y'all agree with me. And this is for like my day ones. I'm a totally different person than when I started this thing, bro. Totally different, bro. My mindset's changed. My goals have changed. My tolerance has changed. The way I look at other people has changed. My trust is like everything has changed, man. And if you've been following me for a long time, you can know that now. If you just came on here now, maybe you can't give me these props. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, bro, like I've evolved. And the thing is, it's kind of tough, man, because people, they get a vision of who you were and they don't know how to get out of that. They see you as this. If women see me as this player type guy, bro, she doesn't know how to unsee it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All I do is go to work and do YouTube, network, grind, man, because I do it hard now so that maybe 2 years from now, I don't have to do it.
Right.
It's just like writing a book. Yeah, when I write a book, it's time consuming, but when I'm finished, the work is done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Once I'm done, I'm done. So it's just like right now, like I'm putting in my work now, but I realize if I keep it up and I be consistent, I'm not going to have to work this hard all the time because it's going to get to a point where it gets on autopilot. But for it to get on autopilot, I got to put in the shit first.
Mm-hmm.
I got to put it in first. It'll happen later. So I'm working hard now so I can enjoy my life later. You know what I'm saying? So I got to sacrifice relationships, time, like women, time, going out. I had to sacrifice it all, man.
Mm-hmm.
But doing these things, I realized that I find happiness in other things. You know? So,
and I'm an eyewitness to that whole process. I remember you first mentioning the original idea for the first book, right?
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. And now I see you was still heavy on your YouTube grind. So I'm thinking like, is he? Because there's a period of time where I'm like, I don't know if he even still coming out with the book because you didn't mention it for like a little minute after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you're like, oh yeah, the book is done. You want to hear? You want to hear a little sample? So I'm like, oh shit, oh man. Well, excuse my language. Oh man, really? Mm-hmm. So then a little bit after that, you're like, oh yeah, I got 2 books done. I got 3 books done. I'm like, okay, I see where you're going with this. You definitely put in the time and the grind, and you definitely have set the tone for 2021, man. Mm-hmm. Definitely, like he did. Pay attention, y'all. Like Afi definitely put in the work, and when he first mentioned that book, I didn't expect him to have 3 or 4 books within the same year. I'm talking about 2020 done. I mean, that's magnificent, man. Like, definitely is definitely an inspiration, man. Definitely an inspiration. You're a man in your word. You said what you was going to do, and you did it, man. And as upon another man, like you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, man. There's no choice. You can't hate on it.
Grant Cardone ain't never done that. Tyler Perry ain't. TD Jakes ain't never dropped 4 books in 6 months, man. I'm doing shit that famous niggas can't do.
Oh, look, I'm about to put in a shameless plug. If y'all haven't already, there's people that's in the chat. There are people that's gonna catch this playback. Please go to Amazon.com, type in Afi Kingdom, and grab all the brothers' books, man. I'm pretty sure somebody got the link down there. One of the moderators, man. Cop the books, man. Cop the books, man. Cop them. You won't be disappointed at all. And I'm not just saying it because he the homie, he the brother. No, trust me, we will all put our criticism and let them know, like, oh, this is what I think. This is what I mean, boom, bye, whatever.
Look at this.
Books.
Look at this. See what I'm saying? Yep. Look,
see,
even though I said it and I explained myself, it doesn't matter. Look, but I love the honesty. She said, I love the growth, Afi, but I still can't unsee it. I still believe in the rotation. See, like what they can't unsee it.
Mm-hmm. And Millie's a witness too, because she's a day one. She was there from the beginning too. Yeah. So, but like you said, she's agreeing with what you were just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Like people change, but the key is see, I changed, but I didn't really change. I evolved different. See, me changing is just saying I don't want to drink coffee and then I stop. Evolve takes time. Evolve is a process.
Mm-hmm.
It's change is like, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna start working out. That's not evolution. That's just change.
Yeah, another good example, even with that, because people probably made a notice that your appearance changed because you've been putting in the work.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was a lot bigger than this, you know. And
absolutely.
And I didn't like just, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just I told y'all don't believe me, that's fine. But let's get on to the second one because I got three. So the first life hack about being a winner in life and stuff is finding your your tribe and your support system. So the second thing I want to talk about, Nelly, is the second one is cutting off dead weight.
Mhm.
So let's talk about that. Cutting off the dead weight, trimming the fat. People who are weighing you down. I know a lot of situations, especially cats with kids, man, they baby mamas is weighing them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel about that? Just about people who are scared to like cut people off because they've been knowing them since they was in the first grade or all this type of stuff. Let's touch on that. Give me your feelings about just cutting people off because people make it seem like when you cut people off, it doesn't have to be a malicious thing. You don't have to like make an announcement on Facebook like, "Hey y'all, if you see in
Right.
this message, you know how they do. If you see this message, you made the cut. If you
Right.
have it in a brand new thing, like you don't have to do it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What? Give me your thoughts on that, brother.
I think that's something that when it comes to a point in time that you may not want to do it, but you're going to have to do that for your own peace of mind and for your own sanity. And I also want to add as far as protecting your energy, because if you're on a different wavelength, if you're on this positive, I need to progress, I need to grind, I need to get to the next level that I need to get to, then you're going to protect your energy at all costs. You ain't trying to hear nothing that anybody got to say as far as negative energy, negative nothing. I mean, that's how I'm moving. Like, if it ain't good for my energy, I'm not entertaining it. Like, I'm just going to just slowly separate myself, slowly uh not be around a particular individual. And you have to do that. You have to do that, because if not, the negative mindset is going to kick in, and you're going to be like, you're going to start listening to them, and their negative energy is going to rub on you. Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be good for you at the end of the day. It's going to hold you up as far as progressing. So
Right.
I think at some point in time, when it starts to really bother your energy and really gets to the point where you can't be around certain people, then it's necessary. You got to cut that excess fat off. You got to.
What kind of tips would you give on people on how to shout out to CA Lux? That's another day one right there. What tips would you give people to like do that? Because some people are like scared to do that. They feel like, oh, I'm being an asshole, or people gonna say, oh, you're being brand new. Like, so what would you tell the people about that? Then that's their excuse on why they don't.
I mean, at one point, man, I mean, not to say that you need to be selfish, because being selfish is not always a good thing. But I think when you trying to move ahead in life, or you trying to reach certain goals, then you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I think one way that because you just don't want to just dive in, just be like, I'm cutting everybody off. Like,
You know how they be
that's
doing
not.
that on Facebook. It's a brand new me.
Yeah, nah, you don't even make announcement, because I think that's corny too. A lot of women tend to do that. I'm cutting everybody off. Like, that's corny. Like, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to make a big major announcement. Like, you ain't got to do all that. Just move in a different way than you were, meaning that you slowly lessen communication, or you slowly your availability to other people. You decline that. You're not as available. Or you may want to cut your social media off to people that can connect you. You might want to change your number. You're going to have to do something, but you don't got to do something that's drastic. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Whatever you need to do, just do it. It ain't about acting funny, because at the end of the day, if that person truly loves you and truly wants to see you succeed and win, they're not going to take it as, oh, you're acting funny. You know what I'm saying? They should have an understanding that you have a goal, you have a particular place where you're trying to get to in life, and you're doing what you need to. At the end of the day, if that person truly supports and loves you, they're going to cheer you on. And when you get to where you need to, they're going to clap for you. You know what I mean? They're going to celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think you have to do everything in moderation, man. Whatever that you need to do, whether you need to cut uh your availability off from whatever people, or you need to slowly stop hanging with people, do it. If your heart and your mind is telling you to do something and to make a change, follow your intuition. Do it. Do not ignore yourself.
Mm-hmm. You know what happens, bro, is your life will automatically cut people off because
Mm-hmm.
your life will automatically cut off people.
Yep.
Because, like me, for example, um, I just don't really have time to like hang out and shoot the shit with people, bro. Bro. I hope y'all understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if y'all appreciate the stream, man, hit the super chat. Y'all being quiet with the because I don't see no colors up in this thing.
Yeah, man. Hit the super chat, y'all.
I'm like so focused on my goals. I don't want to talk about the old times. I don't want to do none of that stuff, bro. I only want to talk about the new times.
Oh, shout out to Mahogany. I didn't even see she was even in here. LDA, salute.
Yeah, so it's like I don't
Salute.
want to remember the times and all of that, bro. I got too much shit I need to do. I don't, like I said, even though I make money off YouTube, for example, if I'm not making the money that my goal is, I'm broke still.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a goal. So this is my goal. I ain't gonna tell you, but if this is my goal, I'm making it. I'm still broke until I get to here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got shit till I get to here. So I'm still broke until I get to the point where what I envision for myself, that's what I'm getting. Then that's what I'm broke, man. Still.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher says cutting off dead weight. Some people's energy weighs you down when you're striving for success. Energy is Thank you. See, people don't understand the power of energy. Even
Energy.
people will say like, "Oh, why do you always talk about energy?" Because that's me. That's everybody. Now, like energy isn't a universal thing. Everybody's not into that. Like I look at my tarot cards and my spiritual readings as gold. Every Monday I look at my tarots and shit like that because it gives me clues for my week. I'm into that kind of stuff. So that's my thing. I'm into my energy and feeling good and being positive in my bubble. But for someone else, that might not be their thing, but that's my thing. So I really try to protect my energy because, striving for success, people will bring you down. And it's not necessarily like them trying to bring you down on purpose. Like say my niece. My niece is 30. She's grown. But like say she's having problems with her baby daddy and she want me to solve it. I mean, see, so what I'm saying is, so now I'm getting all wrapped up into her mix and figuring out, oh, why you treating her so bad? But guess what that's doing? It's taking away from me, my shit. So it's like, so I'm saying that to say, like, she not purposely like, oh, let me bring on my drama to slow him down. But that's what happens though. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta protect that. LDA says if you have to announce it, then it's for validation. That's facts, bro. Salute, man.
Absolutely.
Good to see you here, brother. Good morning.
Yeah, man, that goes back to like what we were saying, man. You got to be selfish in a little way. You can't weigh other problems and make them put other people's problems on your shoulders. You can't do that. Like you can't do that. Like when people be having they stuff and they tell me, I always give positive motivation and encouragement. But at the same time, I can't allow their burdens to be my burdens because I have my own burdens. My own burdens is too much for me to handle.
Right.
So I can't put their stress on top of my stress that I gotta handle and deal with every day. So always wish people the best, but don't allow other people's burdens to be your burden.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you this, brother. See, everything that I tell you guys is not game; it's actually wisdom. So the reason why I say this is because I've been in a situation where I'm trying to help everybody, and I didn't get shit back from it. So I'm not just saying this because I read it in some book or I think it's some cool stuff to say or whatever. Like, no, I've been the guy who's trying to solve everyone else's problems. And then what happens is it left me with no gas.
Right.
So I don't want to have no gas because I got places to go.
Right.
So this is actually from experience. This isn't just something that I'm just selfish and I want to say. Like, no, I've been the guy. I'm the guy now, but it's different helping people when they're paying you for it.
Right.
I'd rather listen to your I'd rather listen to your problems and try to help you for $200 than you just hitting me up and want to tell me about it.
I hear that.
Money, man, real talk. You know, like you might catch me where I'm just chilling, and I might want to, like, you know, if you got a problem, you might catch me at a time where I'm on my downtime, and I might give you an hour of fire and stuff like that. But don't think that every day you need it, a cry to stroll on it, I'm gonna give you an hour each time. Because hey, bro, we had this chat already.
Mm-hmm.
we had this chat already, bro. Like, you
right,
something, man. Like,
right.
I didn't already parked it for you yesterday. Now you want it again? Like, come on, bro.
It's like we talked about. Like, energy is very big, man. Like, I had people, or I should say, the women in my life that I may not like hang with them like how I used to, but they'll still call and contact me, and they'll tell me about their problems, and I'll just always give them a word of encouragement, positive feedback, because it's like everybody needs that, and when they know that you're a positive guy, they gonna always stick around some sort of way of fashion. They gonna always stick around. They gonna find a way to stick around to stay in your life. And I mean, these are women that I don't deal with like that no more, but they'll still come around and call me because they know the type of person that I am. I'm always positive no matter what. I don't care if I'm going through the depths of hell. I'm still gonna look at it with a positive outlook and be like, look, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. I'm gonna get through this day. Yeah, today's a bad day, but guess what? Tomorrow I'm gonna get through tomorrow, and tomorrow's gonna be a better day. So that's the positive perspective that I always had, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to get better for the future. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to work itself out. You know what I mean? So is that energy? That energy is major, man.
Thanks. I see Tisha. She says, I'm being brand new and you the old you. So is something wrong with me or you? No, you have to move different when you're evolving. People who only truly support you aren't going to be even bothered. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus one that I just thought of, and I feel like it's imperative because if I skip over this, I'm giving you not doing my job of giving you these gems because this wasn't even on my mind until now. And this is fine. So we always say, and we always talk about finding your purpose, right? So we all know that we need to find our purpose. You know, Nelly needs to find his purpose. I need to find my purpose. We get that. But how I want to talk about it is you need to find somebody. How I want to say this. Okay, like if you want to be a computer guy, then you need to be looking at Bill Gates. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to be looking at P. Diddy. If you want to do real estate, you need to look at Grant Cardone. So whatever field that you are trying to do, find the top person and aspire to be somewhat like that person. So instead of just saying, I want to go to the league. No, it's better when you find like a person to kind of shadow after. Not shadow after as far as your presentation, looks, strategy, and things of that, but just their path of success. You know what I'm saying? Look at the steps that they took and try to mirror that. So that's very important. It's one thing to find your purpose, but it's another thing to like find someone and you can kind of mirror their purpose. And that way it'll kind of help you redirect yourself and take the correct steps that you need to get there because you have a blueprint of someone who's done it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to trailblaze and create this whole blueprint by yourself. There's somebody doing something similar to what you want to do, and you find that person and you follow that path. You know what I'm saying? Or at least pay attention to that path and figure out, you know, certain things that they did wrong, and then you can come around and change the way that you do it. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to say about that, brother?
Absolutely. It's very imperative that you do that. You got to do that. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, they make the path a little bit, I'm not going to say a little bit easy, but they laid the groundwork. They laid the blueprint as far as if you respect how that person moves, then if you do the bare minimum as far as trying to get to that next level and you admire that person, what they're doing, all you got to do is just follow along what they did. I'm not gonna say copy them. You should never copy nobody. You should always be your own man and do what you need to do. But what I'm saying is, they laid the blueprint down. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of laid the vision.
Thanks. Deluxe says, a job is not a purpose, but your job could be your purpose, like a motivational speaker and so on. Yeah, that's bro. That's true. That's what I want to do. I want to speak on the stage and stuff, bro. I want to speak on the stage and in front of like live, in front of a live audience. And guess what I want to do? Feed off their energy. You know, I want
Absolutely.
that experience, and that's what I aspire to be. And like I say, I'm not satisfied with anything I'm doing now until I get what I know I deserve. I'm not satisfied, bro. Like, you know, this is a whole journey that we trying to take, and I'm prepared for the ups and downs, and I'm prepared for God to like take people in and out of my life who, you know what I'm saying, who not supposed to be there. Because anybody, put it like this, anybody that's supposed to be in your life, you don't have to fight for them to be there. And this is very fucking true. You don't. So let me tell y'all cats this. Like relationships, all of that. If people want to be there, they're gonna find a way to be there. Let me say that again. People want to be there. There meaning in your life, they'll find a way to stay there. You're not gonna have to convince them. You're not gonna have to bribe them. You're not gonna have to say, hey, if you hang out with me, this is gonna happen later. People that see value in you, they're gonna find value in you, and they're gonna find a way to be in your life or contribute to your life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Let me say that. They're gonna find a way to be in your life and contribute in your life. See, you're not gonna have to do all of that. You're not gonna have to pull them this way. Oh no, it's great over here. It's great over here. I promise. No, you're not gonna have to do all of that. So once you find yourself doing that kind of stuff, you're doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Relationships. I ask for certain things in relationship, but I've received the things that I asked for. So I'm not just wishing upon a star. You know what I'm saying? I've had the things that I desire. I've gotten before. So that's how come I can't go without them, because I know that they're obtainable. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what Millie said. You can't be a player and looking for relationship girls. You'll never be happy with her because you ain't on that path yet. Good talk. See, and even then, see, I'm a player. And when I say I'm a player, that just means I make plays. It doesn't mean about rotation. It doesn't mean about different girls. It just means that I'm always on the path trying to score. I'm always trying to get baskets. I'm always trying to score touchdowns. I'm always trying to get hole in ones. That's what I live for, man. I live for a hole in one. I live for whatever hockey, what is it, goal. I live for that. So I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to level up financially, but level up here too.
Mm-hmm.
You know
which is very important, like we talked about with the Jeezy and Gucci Man stream we did a couple of days ago. Like, the mindset is everything, man. The mental is everything, man. If you ain't got it here, man, you can't evolve, you can't move ahead. You gotta have it together up here first. Everything else will follow.
That's real talk. What up, Bill? Yeah, so that's where my mind is at. Like, man, it's so many things that I want to do that it, like I say, even when I'm not doing something, I'm doing everything. Let me say that again. Even when I'm doing nothing, I'm doing everything, bro. Because the way my mind works, I'm thinking about what I need to do in December, January, and March, and it ain't nothing but November.
Listen, I just said that on my story on Instagram. I said everyone should be on 2021 mindset right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you said you was going to do in 2020, you should be at a point where you're almost done those things, or it should be completed. You should already be on 2020 work mode right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so,
man.
It's funny you said that. I just mentioned that in my stories on Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't get that one from you. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It's real talk, man. Like, just for real. Like, for instance, bro, I'm on Thanksgiving break. What that mean? That means I don't have to go to work. But guess what? I still got up at 6:30 to do this show at 7 because last week I said that I'm going to do a 7 o'clock show. I don't care what. I could have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna just sleep in. I mean, y'all could it would just happen. Y'all couldn't do nothing about it. But I said I'm gonna come. It don't matter if I'm off all day. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this show because I gave my word that that's where I was gonna be. I gave y'all my word. I can't expect y'all to respect me if I'm not keeping my word. Man.
Staying on your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Being committed to your purpose, being consistent on your purpose.
Right.
Three
things. I thought about it. Like, you know what? I'm kind of sleepy. I'm gonna do it at 8:30. I thought just 1 second. I'm like, well, at least I'm still doing it. And that's another thing. We'll rationalize stuff to make ourselves feel better. So I could just be like, well, you know, I did say I'm gonna do this show every day in the morning from now, but at least I'm still doing it. Yeah, it's Monday. I did it at 10, but I still did it. No, I said I'm gonna do it at 7, and that's what I'm here doing.
I mean, there'll be days where I'd be so tired during the end of the week because I'd be working and doing doubles during the week, so I only have about maybe three to 2 days a week that I can go to the gym or whatever. And here Thursday come, okay, cool. I'm getting off of work. I'd be like, damn, I'm tired as hell, but I gotta take my ass to the gym. I have to. I don't care how tired I am. I have to. Right? I don't care if I'm in there for 20, 30 minutes. It's the fact that I got to take my ass to this gym and I need to do what I need to do. I can't slack. I got to.
Just like this. Now I'm going to speak this into in existence, right? So what is it? Let's just pretend it's Thanksgiving. So if I'm going live, and I skipped the show this weekend on the weekends. I'm gonna still do weekend shows too. I just skipped it this weekend because I had to clear my mind. That's why I didn't skip my weekend. I didn't go to no parties, deal with no women, and had no sex. So that wasn't what happened. I had to reset my mind. So I'm gonna put it in existence. So the most people I had on my chat was like 240 or something like that. And then at one time it was like 400, but I don't count that time. I don't count that time when I hit the algorithm. I don't count that time. So I'm gonna say the most people I had in my chat was 240. Shout out to Minister Jap.
Shout out to Jap.
Yep. So next November, if I grind every day, I want to have 500 people in my chat a year from now. You know. So I don't even necessarily want to get to what the most that I got. I actually want to pass and double that. So that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just for like, oh, I'm a big shot. It's just something to set a bar for myself to reach. Now, if I don't reach it, that's okay. But guess what? I'm still going to be bigger than I am now because I've been consistent for 365 days. Right? YouTube is gonna show me love from that, and just the universe is gonna show me love from that because I had this idea and I said it. Like I'm telling you, like even me, I gotta take accountability. Like I've done a lot of videos on YouTube. I did a lot of shows, but it's been sporadic. I haven't been consistent with my days. I haven't been consistent with my times. So I realized that. So I'm not going to get blessed for being inconsistent. See, I can
you was working on them.
Like, well, I'm doing it a lot. You see what I'm saying? I ain't going to schedule, but I'm doing it a hell of it. But that's still not on schedule though.
But you was working on them books though, so that's one thing. It wasn't like you wasn't being productive. You know what I'm saying? You was still being productive. You just had your mind set on something else that you needed to do. So yeah, that's just a personal goal of mine. Just something, and that branches off into the last one. It's like the last gym I want to say is important too. It's that don't be afraid to push reset. See, people in life, they feel like I'm 40 now, so. You know, let me paint a picture. So say I'm 40 years old and I'm a security guard at a school.
I mean that's not a bad job at all because security guards get good money because they got a nice salary plus they get overtime because they work well not no more but they will be working games and stuff like that. So it's not a bad job. But I'm saying that so if I work security and then I'm 40 and I'll be like, damn, this is my life. This is my routine. I get up, I go to school, I go sit down, go to class, I come home, I have my beers, I go to sleep. So the point that I'm making is you don't be afraid to push reset. You can change your life in one day. You don't have to like hit rock bottom. You don't have to go through things. You can just tweak your mind. So if I'm this janitor, instead of just saying, oh, this is my life and this is the best that I'm going to be. If this was today, me speaking, I can say today as my janitor self, I'm going to keep working this job, but now I'm working this job to become a business owner. And not only am I going to be a janitor, I'm going to use these skills that I learned doing this job as a janitor, picking up stuff, what the chemicals are, what to mix with what, effective ways to clean. So guess what happens now? And this is why I want super chats. See, this is the reason why I emphasize super chats, because this is what I'm telling you guys. If you're listening, if you apply it, it's life-changing information, bro. Mm-hmm. You can literally change your life by the things that I'm telling you right now. So you can take your skills. Okay, I know how to do this, and that. So guess what? Okay, I'm this janitor guy now. Now I know these things and I can teach these things. Boom. So now I want to have my own janitor business. So now I'm working, still saving my money, but I'm saving my money, investing it back into myself because I want to be a boss now. So I want to have a business, right? I want to have a business, and then I can teach these people the effective ways to run my business, right? And then that's when autopilot. Remember I told you about this autopilot? So then the janitor, he becomes autopilot because he took his skills that he learned from his job and he applied it to business. And then now that he has his business, he can effectively train his workers to do the job because he was once one. You see what I'm saying? So never be afraid to press that reset button. I don't care if you didn't have no daddy. You didn't have no daddy. Your mama was mean. You slept in your car. So what? Who cares? Figure out how to not sleep in your car. I didn't have no father. I can be a drug dealer right now and a savage and be trifling as hell and be like, well, I didn't have no father. That's why I didn't have no guidance. No, I just use that to be better. Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Since I didn't have a father, he passed away. Let me become the best man that I can be. And then that way, if I decide to have my own child, I can teach him how to be a man.
The first step is having accountability for yourself, because the next person in the street ain't gonna tell you that you messing up. Mm-hmm. They not. So you gotta see and recognize within yourself what I need to do, accept it, do what you need to do to make the necessary changes. Because if you don't ever take accountability, then you're never going to take the necessary steps.
Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. This is what I really want to talk about. This is the vibe I want to have every single time. Just to let y'all know that I don't want to teach y'all how to get women, bro. Because I don't even want to get women myself. I don't want to get women. I want to be winning. Say that again. Winning is more important than win-men. Hashtag that in the chat. Winning is more important than win-men. It is, bro, because I didn't have both. So I can tell you that. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you this right now, bro. I done had so many women, bro. So many women, bro. Rotation, all of this stuff. But guess what? I'm more happier now. Let me say this. I'm more happier now with all the chicks and shit, bro. Because I have my peace of mind and I'm working towards something, and I see that my vision is becoming closer and closer. It's more exciting to me than sex. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that sounds crazy to some of you guys. Some of you guys may never get to that level, but I'm telling you, it's a good level to be on.
They'll get to that level if they build their experiences up. It's going to be a certain point where they keep doing the same thing and they realize they ain't really getting much out of it, they're gonna get tired of it. They're gonna be like, I need to shift my focus on and self-improvement and winning, like you said, and because having sex and you're really not really much getting, yeah, that's cool. But after, when you get in your 30s, man, you get tired of that shit, to be honest.
Yes,
and like you said, like,
bro, I got
sex is
more
cool.
options than I ever had because I got this. Because put it like this, because I got the same options that I always had, and then I got new options. I get content creator options because I'm telling you, all content creators get action, but I'm the good looking one. So what you think?
Key phrase.
I gotta keep it in it. But I don't even act on it, bro, because I know that takes away. Like I actually look at it as like, look, this is how I look at it. This is how I look at it, bro. I look at it like this. The more that I'm doing and stuff like this, I see it as a distraction. It is a distraction, but I also look at it like, you remember old school Pitfall? The Atari, how you swing on the rope and they got the spikes down. That's how I look at these chicks, bro. Like, bro, okay, yeah. So I'm on Pitfall. If y'all don't know Pitfall, y'all too young, but it was a guy and he swings on this little thing and it's all these little bootleg little obstacles and stuff like that, little spikes, little snakes or whatever. So I look at it like, okay, this is a snake right here. I don't want to do that because it's going to take away. I'm going to lose a life. And what happens when you lose? I'm bars, bro. Golly, bro, y'all, man. What happens?
They should be having fire signs.
Something. What happens when you lose a life? Well, when you lose a life, niggas, you gotta start over. That's what happens when you lose a life. Grand Theft Auto, you lose your life, you gotta start over from the beginning. I don't want to start over from the beginning, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at them as like little distractions and stuff like that, bro. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's because I already know where it's gonna go. I'm not looking for family. I'm not looking for sex. So what is me entertaining these things doing then? You know what I'm saying? I don't want the relationship and I don't want the sex.
I think men don't realize you're not looking for sex. That makes you more appealing to women?
Oh yeah, it does, bro. It does, bro. Bro, yeah. I'm telling you, like, you know, I've never been shy with the chicks, bro. But at the same time, I didn't have women randomly hit me up from around the world at first either. And I don't even, but it feels good to have these options and not entertain. I can't lie about that, but it just also shows how much I evolved, bro. Because before I might have entertained these things, and then I entertain it, and then guess what? It dies out, and then I gotta start over again from the level. Who wants to start from the beginning every time? You get so close and then you die, then you gotta start from the checkpoint. Guess what? That happens. That makes you give up sometimes. Man, fuck this guy. You know?
Man, if dudes take a year to focus on themselves, man, you know how much you can do within a year, man. Like, shout out to Trav if he listening, he can contest to this, man. A year, you can do a lot within a year. I can even speak for myself, man. I had a set of goals in 2020 and I accomplished all them bitches, like all of them, just about. So it's like, I look at them like, damn, I accomplished a lot this year. You know what I'm saying? And I tend to do so in 2021 as well. So take a year to be focused and dedicated on yourself as far as trying to win and advance and progress or whatever you choose you want to do in life. Take a year and just do it. Don't waste no more time, because guess what? Life keep going. Whether you decide to stand still or not, life is going to keep going. So keep going with life. Don't be in a standstill. Keep going with life. Keep evolving. Keep growing. Keep progressing. You know what I mean? So.
All right, I'm gonna say this. So we at the 109 mark. So what I want to do is take the last 10 minutes to take some questions from the chat. If you guys want to go a full 2 hours, I need $20. I'm serious. We can break this up at 120. We can break this up in 5 4s, 5 5 5 5. But all I know is I got up at 6:30. So if y'all want a full 2 hours, I need $20.
And if they want you to go in another hour, I would gracefully get off and let one of my other Motu brothers get on, and lace y'all with some wisdom, with some game and all that. Because I'm on the grind. I'm on the grind right now as we speak.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
so
either way it goes,
I'm always doing something.
Yeah.
I'm always doing something productive, man. I'm never at a standstill. I'm always doing something. Like you said, even when you think I'm not doing something, I'm doing something.
Everything. So yeah, y'all got. So we gonna do 10 minutes Q&A. If y'all want to extend this, obviously I ain't got to get up and go to work, but I'm not gonna just sit here all day just because y'all listening either. If y'all respect the chat, you put that money down, and we'll do 1:30 to 2 hours. If not, this last 10 minutes, it's cool. We'll just do Q&A, and then we'll call it a day. So
right. Show y'all appreciation, chat.
That's halfway.
Vonnie EC, Motu.
If you want to beam up, just let me know. And let me tell you something real quick. See, Vonnie, that's my Motu brother. So because people in the chat will be like, let me get the link. No. The links, the only people who get to just pop up here as I want to is they know who it is. So it may seem random, but it ain't.
We not falling for that. Send me the link either.
Yeah. So Vonnie, you can come join us, bro. I'll send you the link. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come on. Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate it. And I need 10 more. Because y'all done got a lot of value today, bro. A whole lot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know y'all want to talk about the girls, but we're not going to do that every day. Bro.
Value pack dropped today.
Yeah, man. For real. Talking to Vonnie got to be the first one. There's a difference having an ego and being spiritual. So not a lot can be because you yourself must be. Don't do within. Thank you, Melly. So yeah, let's get the questions in for the last 10 minutes, and then the chat is show, Vonnie. So if you want to get a link, yeah. Only my Motu brothers can just get pop-ups all the time. So for you guys, I'm saying when people come on here, it's because they my brothers already. That's why. It's not
exactly because I didn't have any intentions. I didn't have any intentions on coming on. He said, "Come on up." You know, I'm saying, okay, cool. I'm always down to speak from my perspective and my experience. I'm never speaking from a facade. I'm always speaking from my personal experience. So I had no problem. I had no problem on hopping on it this morning.
Yeah, I want to get you on all the time now since you got the service.
Yes, now I had to upgrade that phone, man. StreamYard wasn't being good to me, man, at all on that old phone.
Okay, now Vonnie, I send it to you, brother. I send it to you. Glasses up, yeah, man. Just like Vonnie, that's the brother right there, man.
Millie, you got to get you that one of them cars where you can just that's not connected to your bank and you transfer money to it.
I'm not registering my debit card to Google. On my damn hat. So yeah, my man Vonnie EC is gonna come on. This is the question times part. Put the questions in, fellas and ladies too. It could be about anything. It could be about the topic. So let me remember the 4 gems. And help me out. The first one was.
We've been talking for an hour, even off.
But this is the thing, bro. I appreciate that. But this is the thing. I want you guys to just do it anyway without me saying it. Why I gotta say it first?
Right. I should have, you know what? I should have been writing these joints down. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
I should have been writing them down, but I'm listening to you getting game from you too, as I'm on here speaking with you. So it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all need to just do that. Because I'm gonna be here every day, man. So I need my coffee and shit, you know. So what was it? The first one was okay. What was it? The first one was we've been talking for so long. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I gotta meditate. What was the first jewel? I should have wrote it down too.
Peace of mind, right? We speaking about peace of mind on the first.
Yeah. See, y'all would be letting the women come over here and knowing the stuff, bro. What's up?
Find people that support you was the first one.
Come on, Tisha. Give Tisha a fire sign. She
cut off that weight.
See, she taking notes. Find people that support you. Cut off the dead weight. Find somebody that you aspire to be. and then never be afraid to push reset. That's the 4.
And look, we got a question too.
Okay, would you agree, Vonnie? I sent you the link, bro. Shout out to Joe Blast too. I see you. Would you agree that being a so-called alpha has to do with who you are and handles yourself more than how many people you sleep with or how many people? Yeah, of course, bro. But people, I sent it to Cole's Devontae, bro. Cole's Devontae email, Vonnie. I'm not putting it in the chat, bro.
Yeah.
We
learned our lesson from that last time.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Check your Vonnie Devontae Cole's email, bro. Don't feel afraid to press email. Oh yeah, so that question, yeah, bro. I don't base my alphaness. I'm alpha, but I'm alpha right now, and I'm not sleeping with a gang of women, and I'm still alpha, bro. Alpha is a mindset. It's the way that you run your life, deal with your life. It could be women, it could be career. That's it. It's living your life on your terms and being in a superior position. That's what alpha is to me. And I'm glad that you said that, because people have these definitions of these terms and just think that's what it is. That's what alpha is to me. Now, to somebody else who claim they alpha, it may be how many chicks they sleep with. But for me, it's not that. My alpha is if I'm getting 0 meets or if I'm getting 5 to 10 meets a week. I'm still alpha. It really don't matter. Because the way that I think, I'm in control of my life and I'm controlling my decisions, and I like to live life on my terms.
Mm-hmm. You know either way, the difference is you still being in a dominant mindset.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Professor Rich. Hit that like button. What's going on, Professor? I like that video you did yesterday with the afro. Oh yeah, y'all gonna get the likes to 50. Hold on, the likes ain't to 50 yet? Hold on. Do I need to put this show on pause?
That's what's up, man. We had 50 likes, 35 reviews, so 35. So people were popping in and out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get the likes up some more. If you guys have been in this chat and you've been here this whole time, make sure you just hit the like button, man.
Yeah, and make sure y'all show love in the comments after the vote, the drop post. And people that's catching the playback too, man. Should put y'all opinions and y'all thoughts in the comments, man. Help Afi get his engagement up.
Mm-hmm. Facts, man. That's all this stuff is, bro. Just like my books. My books, since I started getting reviews, other sellers and stuff are picking it up. But even though my book sold well, that didn't happen until I started getting the engagement.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man. You definitely set the tone, man, for next year, man. I'm gonna finish
my 5th book this week, just because I got the extra time. So instead of just just real quick,
on the road,
catching up on my shows. Oh, I'm off for work. Let me catch up on Love and Hip Hop. No, I'm gonna finish a book, fool. That's what I'm doing, so I can have this new book out here, The Keys to Your Future Self, out on the 1st of January. So that's what we're gonna do this week.
And it's so dope too, because I remember when this was just you spoke the idea into existence. You know what I'm saying? Now RPC getting ready to drop a book. Now EO has a book out. Go support that too. Like it's good to see that people actually spoke what the vision that they had in mind, and actually turned that vision into and made it into something. You know what I'm saying? It's always a beautiful thing, man.
Come on with the question. We answer 1. Let's get 3 more. Okay. What's up, Ro?
That's a good question.
Shout out to Roastermentos. That's another day one. You know what I'm saying? He's a breath in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's still the brother. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, he got the lace you with them classic story time beats.
Yeah. I should put one on right now. Hey, you know what, King Jordan's videos. I told him before, because this thing. Matter of fact, you like you're the intro. You need to go get King Jordan because you like Larry June and cats like that, like me. If you want to put me on the Larry June, what I'm saying, like it's that same vibe. Like you'll like it. It's Larry June-ish, Wiz Khalifa beat-ish. Like it's good that I can support my homie. but I actually rock with his stuff. I was supporting him anyway, but his stuff is good and it's my vibe. Like Trav, I always give Trav a hard time because we from Oakland. I'm supposed to like all this Too Short stuff, and I'm like, that wasn't my house. Like, yeah, man, the Bay music. You like, nah, he be sending me. This seem like you, and I'll be like, nah, bro, I like East Coast rap. Like because you know my mother, my sister, and my brother, they all came from New York. See, I'm from Cali. I came later on, but they're my brothers and my mom, they from New York. So in my household growing up, that's the kind of music that I listened to because back in New York. So I would listen to bars and stuff like that. That stuff matters to me. I grew up in Oakland and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? As a child, I would listen to real hip hop, and then that's what my brain was trained to like. Shout out to Ro.
Shout out to King Jordan too, man. Make sure y'all go support that brother and his music. You know what I'm saying?
And you asked the question.
Tag one of his videos on my Instagram story like a couple weeks ago.
No,
caught him by surprise. He was real happy that I did that.
Type up King Jordan. Type up like look at this, Nelly. Type up King Jordan Pro. How? No, hold on. Let me tell you what to type. King Jordan PCR.
PCR, yeah. On Apple Music too. If you got Apple Music, because I got Apple Music, so look, yeah, he's in there. Go support the brother.
Like this is my vibe right here. Like this kind of music.
Don't need no alarm clock to get me up. Opportunity serves me as a pick me up.
See, this is like my vibe for real.
Is you crazy? Jack the price up and turn the market to my lady. Plus have my customers look like a throwback stuff stage. I feel like Max B when he get out. I'm so waiting. See, like that's my real vibe. That's my homie, but that's the kind of music that I like. So that's. So I think you rock with it too. So you got like 7 songs. I'm gonna do the skits for that album, bro. So that's another thing. I'm doing the skits for the album. We always doing something. Joe Blast says for people that have issues with attachment and not easily being able to let go of people that want to leave.
That's a good question.
For people that have issues with attachment, not easily being able to let go of people that want to leave. What advice would you give? Let me think about that. For people, are you talking about other people, or are you talking about him being attached, or are you talking about people being attached?
I think he's saying, like, say if you were dating somebody and they want to leave, then you probably stress about it, or it bothers you that person wants to leave you because you have attachment issues. I think he's speaking from that perspective.
For people with attachment and not easily being able to let go of people who want to leave. So for people who want to leave you and you don't want to let them, you just can't. You answered your own question, bro. You just got to learn to not be attached to things, bro. You know what I teach you, Joe Blast? The biggest thing you should do is jump out of a plane, bro. Once I jumped out of a plane, I stopped caring about stuff because I felt like I did something that was death-defying and I shouldn't have did, and I still live. And once, I know it may sound corny, but the first time I skydived, it gave me a different appreciation of life. And it made me just feel like, I could have died right there. So anything that I do right now is a bonus. So let me make the best of it. So you can't get attached to people, but you can't get attached to stuff either. You know what I'm saying? I lost my channel. If I would have got attached to it, I would have been on Instagram crying. But y'all don't see me doing that, right? Because I realize in life, things come and they go. Right? I wasn't like, I just, all right, let me just figure out what to do next. So don't be attached to things.
I'll say when you're around that particular individual, don't be attached, but also just enjoy the moment. And when you're no longer in the situation of being in that moment, then the moment's over. You know what I'm saying? You should be at a point where I'm cool if this person reaches out again, and I'm satisfied if this person doesn't reach out again. So yeah, it should be at a point in time. You just got to learn how to, and I know it's not something you're going to be able to just do overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to be self-reflection, something that gradually you work on within yourself over time, but you got to learn how to be able to just enjoy the moment of things. And I'm not even talking about only just with women or people that you may be dating. I'm just talking about in life in general. Like, not everything is always going to go your way in life. So you can't always expect a good outcome. because this thing of life, something always constantly happens. So you got to constantly always be ready for a change or a different flow of things or different energy of things. You got to always constantly be ready and prepared for whatever they may come that may come on the horizon. So yeah, you got to learn how to not to just be attached to things, man. It's hard to explain, man. It's just something you just gonna have to realize within yourself. Like, this dragging me down. I just gotta just enjoy for whatever it's worth at the time that it's happening.
All right. Let's get. I'm gonna answer this question. Let's get 2 more questions after this. I want to help some people this morning, man, and I want to motivate people to have a good week. It's Monday. Tisha says, Afi, how long does it take you to write one book? That's a good question. I'll say this about the books. So I'm gonna tell you from doing it. LaTroy, what's going on, bro? You missed a good show. I'm gonna tell you from doing it and doing it. I'm telling you from completing it, and I'm telling you from non-completing it. So what happens is, where you at? What happens, Tisha? You just have to get your ideas down first. So when you want to start writing your book, don't focus on how many pages it is. Oh, I'm on chapter 3. It's only 7 pages. I need to put 13 more pages because chapter 2 was 20. When you write your books, you just make sure you get your point across. Because what you got to understand is, and even for me, see, what held me up with writing my books is I would try to compare my books to the book I was reading, and I didn't feel like it was good enough, which had me not even doing that at all. So you just understand, if you have a story to tell, Tisha, you just write your ideas down. So first off, what you want to do is just write your chapters down, figure out your talking points, and then once you figure out your talking points, you just plug it in. You know what I'm saying? And once you start writing, you'll create more ideas, because what happens is people want to have their ideas before they start writing. Let me say that again. People want to have their ideas before they actually start writing. Once you start writing, the ideas come as you write. You know what I'm saying? So make sure when you write your book, it's for you. Other people just happen to like it or dislike it. But as far as how long it takes, it just depends. It just depends on the book. I got a book that's 50,000 words, and then I got a book that's 20,000 words. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted that book that was 20,000 words to be 50,000 words, then I will be one book off. So it's like I have the ideas and I want to put this on paper. And then once it is, it's your book. It's your ideas. If you want to write a book and it's 10 pages, then that's your book. So don't compare it to this book or you ain't finished yet. No, just get your ideas down. And once you get your ideas down, it's going to play itself out. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I can't give you a time period. But what I will tell you is what I try to do is I just try to dedicate a chapter every time I sit down. So I say I have writer's block. I can sit down today and I can write one chapter. And that one chapter may be 2,000-3,000 words. That may take me 3 hours. Or I could have writer's block and it may take me 5 hours. Or I could be really on fire and it can take me 2 hours. But the point is I don't get up until I'm done with the chapter. I don't start a chapter, I got a writer's block. Let me go watch TV now. Like, no, once I start, I have to finish in order to do the next thing that I'm doing. So I like to get my complete thoughts of that talking point each time I give it a session. So you do that, because what happens is you start your book, and if you don't complete your chapter, then when you sit down again, your thoughts are a different vibe than the last time you was writing shit down. Then that's gonna make you scratch it. You know what I'm saying? Realize you can always go back and add stuff later. You know what I'm saying? So just
revise.
Revise on the books, because my focus kept being on. I already know what your focus was because I went through this process. See, that's the point, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, of having experience. See, because now me and Tisha having a moment right now, because I know exactly how she feels. I see what she says, but I know exactly how she feels too, because I've been there. So Tisha, I'll help you with your book. You know, you DM me and we'll go over some things. I didn't already hook somebody up. One of my lawyer partners. Shout out to him. I don't know if you want his name to be out, but He hit me up on Instagram this last week, and this is what I'm saying. This is why I do this. So I got a lawyer partner, right, who watches my content. He hit me up last week. He says, he started talking to me about my book, and he said he wanted to write a book, but he never could get it done. So I said, okay, well, what is it that you want to write about? He told me in 10 minutes. I came up with the structure of his book. Send it to him. Now he on chapter 3, right? Yeah. He didn't have no structure before he talked to me one time. You know what I mean? So this is the type of stuff that I do that you guys don't know about. That's why when you guys troll me and stuff like that, I think you guys are idiots. I'm really making a difference in life while y'all making a difference in nothing.
Look, you just created a business without even realize you did it. You know that, right?
Yeah. You think book consultations.
Being a book consultant.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I thought about that the other day.
Author consultant. There you go.
Yeah. Get it out. Yeah, Tisha, get it out of your head. Because if you don't get it out of your head and on paper, it's just like a goal that you don't write down. It's a dream. Do you want a dream, or do you want to be an author for reals? Once you figure out you want to be a dreamer or a doer. Mm-hmm. You want to be an author or a person who's just a writer. Mm-hmm. You're in charge of that. You can change that today. You know, I wrote 4 books. I could be like, I'm done. No, I'm doing another one because I got more thoughts. My next book is going to be a personal development one. It's not about, I'm telling y'all now, this book is not about girls. It's not about cheeks. It's not about expert level pussy chasing. It's about going internally and completing your goals. So I'm telling you, that's the vibe. That's why it's coming out in January, because it's going to be a new year and a new book for you to get these new gems.
Wow.
It's not about chicks, bro. So I'm telling y'all now, y'all got to wait for success. That's the 6th book. That's what's going to get you the sex and stuff. And I'm going to charge $100 for that one.
The Nipsey Hustle route.
Yeah, man, because it's too exclusive, man. It's gonna be too much stuff, and it's gonna be too much personal stuff.
And what you said was absolutely correct, because I went to school for journalism. Everything that you said is what you need to do as far as being a great writer. I was listening. I'm like, boom, he's hit, boom, boom. That was great advice, man. That was great advice.
Great advice. I need to be paying for.
That's great advice. Salute the Golden, definitely on that.
Because look, y'all 2 cents off. I said $20, $19.99, $9.99 times $9.99. Y'all 2 cents off. Somebody got to drop another one. My man Vonnie, I sent you the email twice, bro. I don't know where you at.
We've been on for 1 hour and 32 minutes, and it hasn't even felt like it.
Mm-mm. Golden Child, you always be coming when we about to end. Shout out to my brother Golden Child. This was an excellent show, bro.
Absolutely.
Valuable information, good vibes. And like I say, this is when I think about the vision I want to have, this is what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm. And you talk about that all the time. This is the stuff that you really want to talk about.
Yeah, bro. I don't care about these hoes, bro. It is not a catchphrase. I don't say, I'm a player, man, money over bras. And no, I don't really care about these hoes for real. Mm-hmm. It's not a thing for me. I generally don't care. You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm saying. Cats got to get their experiences up so that that no longer becomes their head focus. At some point, leveling up, bossing up, gaming up. And not talking about as far as women, it should be your focus, primary focus, especially as a black man in this country.
D-Lux says she flirting with you indirectly, and that girl was Tisha. What, did I miss something? Oh yeah, D-Lux. I'm aware of everything, bro. Don't worry about it.
And Tisha's definitely right, man. That was some jewels, man.
She just respect this game. And
damn, man. As far as writing, man, that was one hell of advice, man. One hell of advice. You just broke that down all the way. I didn't think you was gonna go all the way down like that. You broke that all the way down. Like for anybody
that's what I'm saying, bro.
That wants to
they don't want to pay for that kind of stuff. But if I was on here saying women ain't nothing, y'all be like, super chat, hell yeah, they ain't nothing. 20, 100, they ain't nothing.
and that's the shame.
Some real stuff, y'all. Quiet. I'm not about to be bashing these broads just so I can get money. Let me say that again. I'm not about to be bashing these broads so I can get cash. Ooh, I just made it sicker.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
other places to do that.
We do recognize women nature and all that, but at the same time, we're not allowing that to stop us and affect us as far as what we got to do. We love women on this side.
Yeah, I'm not gonna teach you how to expert level chase either, because I don't want to teach y'all to do stuff that I don't do. I don't want to do that. I've done it before and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like paying for dates. Like, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Like you. So what? So what you mean? So you mean to tell me when I meet a chick? Look, this is how this sounds to me. Let me just end it with this. So you mean to tell me I'm a guy and I'm on my purpose and I'm chilling. So if I meet a chick that's cute, I gotta court her, take her out, listen to her BS and her life story when I really don't care. I don't care about what you've been through. I gotta listen to all of this. I gotta take you out to dinner and stuff, and to make you think I'm a good guy. Like, look at when you deal with me. Look at the 5-star dinners you can get, and then I gotta buy you roses. You see what happens when you deal with me? You get roses, and no, bro, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Like, I'm feeling like I'm better. So it's like, why am I tap dancing and stuff? Like, why you? This is the thing. Like, women, and let me ask you women this question real quick. This is a question for the women. Why do you feel like it's a man's job to do that? Because I feel like personally, I'm bringing the same, if not more value to a woman than she's bringing to me. So how come I got to do the stuff that she ain't got to do the stuff? If a woman sees me and she sees value in me, whether it's my looks, whether it's my sex, whether it's my guidance, whether it's my good energy, how come she can't be like, this guy has value, let me take him out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why you can't do that? How come you can't be like, man, this dude is dope. He going somewhere in life. Let me take him to get a massage. Let me give him a mani pedi and all of that. When you see, women don't realize the better you treat your man, the better he treats you. He's not gonna just treat you good because he's a man and you a woman and he say he like you. So then I'm required to do these things. They don't work that way. I'm not required to do anything. So just like you have expectations about what I should be doing, I feel the same way. You know, I wouldn't dare meet a chick and call a chick first and take her on a date. I feel like a loser doing that type of stuff. It's about the mindset. So wait a minute. As high value as I feel that I am, I meet a chick, I gotta call her, text her first, take her out, and like, what is this for? For sex?
I think the problem with that is a lot of men haven't experienced to the point where women haven't pursued them. They're so used to being the pursuer that they're not used to that type of treatment. And when they get used to that type of treatment over a consistent period of time, then they're going to start to feel the same way that you feel.
Yeah,
because the energy is different when you have women consistently pursuing you. The energy is different. You ain't got to do all that extra shit. You don't got to do all that. They just want to be around you, and that's it.
He says, you're not required to do that for women. You just don't get access to women who don't require that. Well, let me tell you a secret, bro. See, a lot of women say they don't do stuff that they do.
Exactly.
That's the secret, bro. So don't get what I'm saying. Because I can meet I'm just saying across the board. I'm just saying that, like, you meet a chick and she will take you and show you for a good time if you require it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She may not do that off the rip though, but if you require it, like, because I don't care, bro. I don't care about sex. So I don't never feel a loss. I won't take no woman out on no date that I ain't smashed first. I got smashed first. I'm not courting to try to get sex. I gotta have sex on deck already, and then we can go have fun. That's just me though. You know what I mean? That might not work for everybody, but for me, like, nah, bro. We can go have some coffee or something like that. But you ain't, yeah, that's weird. That's weird to me, bro. I mean, chick, oh yeah, I like you. Oh, you're so cool. All right, you want Chinese food? Let's do it. And then we go out for Chinese food, and then that's it. And then I'm thinking about where's the next excursion? What the hell is this? No way,
man.
bro. That don't work for me. Teacher says, I feel like it goes both ways. If the guy asks me out, he pays. If I offer to take him out, I pay. And yes, man deserve to be pampered to take care of. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing with the dates. So fellas, when you ask a woman out, you're supposed to pay. If you tell her, hey, I want to go to the Olive Garden, you're paying it because you're bringing the idea to her. So she's not being a jerk or fake when she wants you to pay. Well, you don't want got her out her bed. If a woman asks me to go somewhere, I assume she paying. If I tell the woman to go somewhere, I'm gonna pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I say let's go, we pay. I pay, you pay, or we pay. But there ain't no I pay. I pay. I don't understand that language, bro. I'm not Prince Charming, bro.
Right.
Y'all think y'all here looking for Prince Charming and stuff, bro. What the hell is that, bro? Y'all had like a 2-year gap for that when I actually won like a family and stuff. That shit is out now, bro. So we ain't doing none of that.
Oh man.
Let's see.
You want to switch it up? Go cop the books, man. You will learn from the best. You won't be disappointed, man.
Yeah, like guys are asking me for game. You read my books? No. Well, don't you know there's a whole lot of game in there? Why don't you read the books first? Then like goddamn, bro.
Guys, stop cheating yourself and start treating yourself. You will be more happy at the end of the road.
Relationship is responsibility. If you make it a responsibility, be free, be yourself. Yeah, relationships are responsibilities. They tough, bro.
Relationships is work, and I think that's the main point.
That's why I'm not good at it. People miss. I'm not good at the relationships because I'm too. I mean, I'm a little selfish on my knees, but at the same time, like I'm too moody, bro. Like I don't like feeling like somebody's property, bro. I don't like a woman feeling like she can ask me about what I'm doing all points of the day and stuff. Like sometimes I don't want to be bothered at all. But then when you're in a relationship, that's like you're looking at it like, oh, it's being selfish, but that's just who I am. That's how my mom was. Like I can love, but I still like to have my own space too. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes back to what we say as far as knowing thyself. You know yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you know not to put yourself in that situation because you know that situation doesn't work for you. You know how you are. And that's important. At a certain point in time, you got to know how you are as a person, whether a relationship dynamic even works for you, period. Like,
yeah,
that comes with self-reflecting too.
It sounds like a good thing, bro. But women, see, the thing is, like, women don't realize they change the way they are once they give them the title. So it's like a woman will show you she's a good woman and show you that she's worth investing in and worth being a partner with. But then once you give them the title, they don't act the same as they did before you gave them the title, bro. So it always goes down. Like it's the same thing over and over again. Now it's not. I'm not even gonna say that women act bad, but it's different. It's not the same vibe that it was, bro. And it's just the way that it is. I've never been in a situation in my life, not recently, not this year, not the last 3 years, not the last 5 years. I've never been in a situation where I commit to a woman and be in a relationship and it becomes better. Ever. It gets worse. It gets worse. And not necessarily, when I mean worse, I don't mean like she's damaging my car, cussing me out. I'm just saying that the stages to that always shine more than the after effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are no who was this person, why this, why that during that stage to get to that point. It's all nice. I like you, you're cool, I miss you. It's all of that. That happens before the relationship. Once you get in the relationship, that part ends. You do have times that it's like that, but it's not all the time, bro. It's, why you ain't washed the dishes? Like it becomes that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But before the title, that doesn't happen because if that happens before the title, you don't get the title. Bonnie, where you at, bro? You there?
Yeah,
Prince, what's going on, bro?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, man. Nothing much, man. Just getting off of work, man. Trying these new headsets out, man, so I can be able to chop it up with y'all while I'm on the road, man. Do y'all hear any background noise, or you just hear my voice?
No, you
That
good, bro.
I can
Oh,
tell you
okay.
got I can tell you got headsets on though.
But is the sound cool or what?
Yeah,
No,
you
you
cool?
straight.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
straight,
okay.
bro.
Mhm.
So,
Here, go ahead and talk for a minute, Vonnie. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So what you got to say about everything? Here, Nelly, y'all flow for 1 second, bro.
All right, no doubt.
Go ahead, Vonnie. Well, I ain't gonna get up and leave. I gotta go to the bathroom. I ain't gonna get up and leave if I know you ain't talking.
Hey, Afi. So I was gonna say when it gets to that point in a relationship, then do you think it falls on the man to acknowledge that it's not the
well,
same,
well,
or do you think it's a man fault when he continues to allow the relationship to be um not conducive to
It,
him even being in it anymore?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna get my answer real quick, and then I'm gonna pass it off to Vonnie real quick. Let me get this topic real quick. I mean, this question, Millie says, "You must be a Gemini." Yeah, I'm a Gemini. I'm definitely a Gemini. That's another thing. Like women, if you dealing with a Gemini, look up a Gemini, and then you know how to deal with them, and that's all you gotta do. Like I am
My pops was a
Gemini
Gemini.
100%. If you meet Gemini, and then it's exactly me.
Right.
So that's all you got to do. That's the cheat sheet. We moody, yeah, we moody people. We like to be alone. See, people don't realize that they want you to be how they see you. You know what I'm saying? We are Geminis. We're moody people. We like to be alone, and I mean a lot of times. And then we get bored when we want. Then we get yeah. See, Millie gets it. That's how it goes, bro. Um, damn. Oh yeah. So to answer the question that you were just talking about, Nelly, I think it's kind of hard because people won't necessarily see themselves when you tell them, bro. So just because you're telling them this is what is wrong, you're doing this, you're doing that.
Right.
They don't see it the way you see it because they don't deal with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't deal with them. They're only them, but they don't deal with them. Just how I always say, like women, women don't know how it is to date. Like women can't talk about dudes dating women because you don't date women. See, you being a woman, you can't talk about women because it's different being having friends and having girlfriends, and that's your homie. Women are different when they're dating, so you can't speak on dating the woman. So you can tell a woman and unpack all of her stuff, but her perception is different than yours. So you can't really talk it into them. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of tricky, bro. But that's what I say, Vonnie. Go ahead, y'all. Nelly,
hey,
your mic is off.
run that again. What was the question?
I can't hear both of y'all. See, I can't get up because
Man,
both of y'all voices. I can't hear both of them. I can't hear you no more, Nelly either.
yeah, I can't hear you. Damn, man, it might be me.
I can't hear either of y'all cats.
Oh, see that?
Nope, I can't hear y'all.
Hold on,
Oh
man. Let me
shit.
leave out.
Okay, now I
Let me
can hear
leave
Nelly
out.
now. Nelly's back.
All right.
Can you hear
I
me?
don't know what
All right, yeah, Vonnie, you back now too.
I can hear you.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
ask me
Now,
a question, Nelly, real quick.
I was gonna say, man, men make the mistake of as far as seeing a relationship and thinking that the woman should sees the same, thinking the relationship they see the relationship in the same way that the man sees the relationship, and I think that's where a lot of men go wrong.
yeah,
Vonnie,
I
what you
definitely
think?
can agree with that, man. I definitely agree with that. A lot of dudes be, a lot of us get into the relationships for the wrong reasons. A lot of people
Mhm.
that's in relationships shouldn't even be in. They shouldn't even. Their relationship should never even went past the first night. You know what I'm saying? Or their
Facts.
marriage should have never even went past the first night. But you're right
Hmm.
though. Women do see the relationship different, man. So me personally, I think it's the man's responsibility to know what's his angle and where he going first. Because I mean, if the man is
Hmm.
supposed to be the natural leader, you
Hmm.
know, then it's up to the man to know where to lead it to. It's up to the man to know where the fuck he's going first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be in no situation to where y'all just fucking playing patty cake and don't
Right.
nobody know where they going. And this is when the shit just keeps going in circles and circles and circles. Like, me at this point in time in my life, and this is just touching back like what y'all was talking about a little earlier about dead weight,
Mm-hmm.
man, and just like Afi said, a lot of times when you live in your life and you doing shit automatically, man, a lot of dead weight is just gonna naturally just fall off and it's just gonna cut itself off, man. So I think even before dudes even get into relationships, man, dudes need to know where the fuck they want to go in their life. Cause a lot of females, they just want to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They talk this shit, but they just really just want to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? They don't. A lot of them really don't be having no real aim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or that real discipline to just not be with somebody. If some come along that she like that's contrary to her benefit or contrary to her progress, but if she like the shit, she's gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's really up to the dudes, man. I mean, it's up to everybody. It's really the woman's responsibility to know better too. But just as a man, and from my standpoint, I take that responsibility to know better.
The BC says committed relationships take work because of the experiences that come with it. Some people get comfortable and start slacking. Others expect more. Yeah, that's true, bro. It goes back and forth, man. And a lot of times, why relationships fail is because people have these expectations and they don't communicate these expectations. They get mad when the person don't expect them to know their
Mm-hmm.
expectations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Like they expect you to know. Like sometimes you just gotta tell people and have that conversation. Just don't expect people if I like to get my back rubbed every Thursday and Wednesday night, why would I expect the woman to know that? I gotta
hey,
tell
I,
you that.
I
Go
wanted
ahead,
to
man.
ask. I wanted to ask this. I seen a little earlier that Millie said that a relationship shouldn't have to be a responsibility or something like that. I would like her to elaborate on that because me personally, I feel like anytime a man open the door for a woman to come into his life, she is his responsibility. You know what I mean? In so many different ways. So to me, I think a relationship is a responsibility.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if it's not, I would like her to elaborate on what's her
It's a
definition of what a
responsibility, but it's a
relationship is.
responsibility that everybody might not want, Bonnie. You heard me?
What's that?
I'm talking hella far. I said it's a responsibility, but it's a responsibility everybody might not want.
That's true too.
Because people only fantasize about the good parts of the relationship when y'all going on
Mm-hmm.
these dates and y'all having these
Mm-hmm.
Facebook moments and shit like that. Oh yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
bought a tree. Happy times. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like relationships, it's gonna be some downs, brother. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how you're
And
gonna figure out what people made of.
exactly, like you said, they only think about the good times, but what about the struggle times? What about you just lost your job? What if you just had a close family member that passed away and you don't know how to deal with it? Like life happens. Like I
Well,
said, life keeps going. So it's
well let,
like how,
let,
how's that relationship going to work through those difficult and hard times? You know what I'm saying?
well, let me ask y'all this, man. Do you feel like being in a relationship, you should be committed to each other? Should that be the primary thing, being committed to each other, or should it be being committed to a purpose and a mission that both of
Committed to
y'all
the
is on?
purpose and the mission.
I think it's both.
Exactly.
I think
I
it's both.
of course, if you committing, of course, you know what I mean. That goes without saying. You committing to that person, but I think of the reason why a lot of relationships and marriages go wrong, man. People just do that shit just to be doing this shit. It's typical. Same thing like when chicks get their engagement or their wedding ring, man. They can't wait. That shit don't even really mean shit. That shit don't mean what it's supposed to mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just waving that shit off so everybody can see that they married. And a lot of time, as we see today, a lot of these marriages just be going down the fucking drain.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I remember I was talking to this one chick I used to work with, right? She was a married chick, and we was having a conversation about her getting a new wedding ring, and she felt that it was okay for her husband to finance it So I'm like, damn, you okay with your husband making y'all household going to debt for a bigger ring? She completely was okay with that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So what is the point? What is the purpose? Like in that case, I thought the wedding ring was symbolism of a union or a business agreement. I didn't know that, uh the union or the importance of the marriage was based on how big the rock is. So what are people really getting relationships for? What are people really getting married for? I think a lot of people don't even know what the hell they even doing with each other besides lust. And
Mm-hmm.
once that shit run out, then what you got?
Mm-hmm.
People just want the companionship. I see Alpha's comment. He said, "But shouldn't the women already know how to treat the man?" No, bro, because every man is different, bro. Just like I say for me, like me personally, I don't require the sex stuff the way another dude do. I don't need to get hit off like, oh, I'm in a relationship. I gotta get off every day to be satisfied. Like I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So the woman got to know how to deal with the man, not a man. So that's the difference. Women know how to deal with a man, but a man ain't the man that you have.
Mm-hmm.
What flies with John Doe ain't gonna fly with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing. So me dealing with the woman. So say some guy. So if I'm dealing with a woman, bro, if she likes a lot of attention, validation, gifts, and stuff, I'm not gonna be the man for her because I'm not gonna do all of that. Not because I'm a player and I'm a boss and I'm a pimp. It's just not my. It's just not my love language, bro. Like it's feminine to me. Like personally, when I see a couple walking in the mall and they holding hands, it looks gay to me, bro. And I'm not. I don't like. I don't like seeing it. So I definitely don't want to do it because I don't even like how it looks when it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be walking the beach or something like that, something romantic. You know what I'm saying? Or if we had a concert, holding hands. Like I'm not about to hold your hand up in the mall and be like, she's mine. Like I don't like it. But that's me. So women gotta know the actual the man they not dealing with. Women may know how to treat a man, but they don't know how to treat the man. You feel me? Shout out to AP. What's going on? Good morning, brother. You missing a good show.
Yeah, shout out to AP. I think that would be a good show topic.
Yeah, that's real right there.
Some people in relationships are miserable in it because they make it a responsibility for society. Good shit, Millie. Using this, yeah, yeah. They see there. It's like society tells them how society tells you you need to have a job and you need to buy a house and get a car. Well, relationships tell you you just need to be with somebody. And it's not always, I'm happy. I'm happy by myself, so I don't have a problem being with somebody, but it need to be worth me giving up my time because because I love myself. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be amazed to how many people are not happy.
I can't hear you, Nelly.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, Nelly. What you say?
Can you hear me?
I mean, I can hear you, but I can't hear you the way I was hearing.
I said you'll be surprised to the amount of people that are not content or happy being by themselves.
Bro, I don't know nobody married that's happy, bro. And the thing is, the people who I know was married pretend like they're happy.
Right.
On Facebook, they're happy, but when these conversations on the phone, they don't be happy. The
Right.
private one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have no aspirations other than AP. AP, the only person I know that's married and look like they happy, but me and him ain't had that conversation yet.
Hey,
if you
I know AP
happy, AP, you selling it real good. You selling black love real good. I'm buying it, but other than you, bro, I don't know nobody that's happily married and stuff, bro.
I like
married in public.
I like AP because AP seemed like he's very transparent as far as his marriage, and he talks about it. He's very open about it. So I can respect that.
I don't know nobody else, but I'm telling you,
I've have yet to come across somebody that speaks highly of being married. You know, my closest homeboy, he been with his girl since high school, and I mean, when they got married, it was a big thing. I was happy for him. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, that's the way it's supposed to be. He inspired me to want to do the shit, and you know, after a little time go by, he had a few kids, got the house and shit, and you know, we had those conversations, and he always tell me like, "Yeah, bro, this ain't really what it's cracked up to be. I'm in it
Mm.
because I'm in it because I made a decision and I'm gonna ride it out. But
Yeah,
if I
bro.
can do it different, I would have made a different decision. You know what I'm saying? So I have never heard
And I met a
anybody.
lot of dudes and coaching too. So let me close with this. I'm not even going off my own experience. I'm double experienced because I've been coaching for the 3 years I've been doing YouTube. So not
Mm.
only am I basing my stories, people I know, and my friends, I'm basing it on random people who hit me up. It ain't none of them happy either. Bro.
You know what would be interesting? I want to see a man that's been in a marriage for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I want to get their insight. You know what I'm saying? As far as how they feel about marriage and how they deal with the ups and downs and all that.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? I look at my moms and my pops because they've been
Hmm.
together. You know what I'm saying since high school and shit. And I mean, me and my pops, we had a real conversation one time. I asked him like, what
Hmm.
made you want to marry my mother? He said it was cheaper to keep her. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
Dang, straight
So,
up.
I think if I would have had kids early, bro, I would have got married. If I would have had kids around 25, I probably would have got married then because I would have been big on having a family and not a baby mama. I never wanted a baby mama, bro, because it's not I'm
Yeah.
not built for that. I'm not built for separation between my kids. If I have
Hmm.
a kid, I want my kid. I don't want to. Every weekend. Oh, I missed this weekend, so now I ain't seeing my kid in 2 weeks.
right.
Shit.
Right.
I'm, I'm,
That's not what I see for myself. I get pissed off, and then I have to be realistic. I wouldn't want another man half raising my child. I'm not cool with
Hmm.
that. I don't want no other, and I know that's probably selfish and realistic, but not really. That's why I don't have kids. I
Hmm.
don't want my kid around another dude. I don't want another dude telling my kid it's time for bed, Afi Junior. Hell no, it ain't time for bed. You don't, don't be telling my son what it's time for, nigga. You just enjoy
Right.
the bitch.
I agree.
so how do
I agree.
Enjoy her. Leave the kid out of it. Enjoy the
I
bitch.
agree. I do not see myself being a quote unquote baby father. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't.
so so how do we get people to realize? I mean, is it any hope for people to? Is it any hope for true happy relationships or true love? Because
Mm,
to me, love is just a that shit is a temporary feeling. Like I don't really think people really know what true love is, man.
They
You know
don't.
what I'm saying? Like,
They don't.
for
mhm,
instance, me and my ex old lady, man, we was involved with each other for like 13 years, and we're no longer together. Um, but we still tight though. We still tight. She do what she do. I got my own thing going. We don't have no intimate type of relationship at all. But we still look out for one another. We still are good. I can honestly say after all these years, yes, I love that woman. But it's not that type of love to where oh she with another dude. I gotta no, it ain't even like that. Like I love that woman. I know she loved me. We done been through a lot of shit. We done been through a lot of shit. So I can say, yes, I love that woman. You know what I mean? Now, have I ever been in love? I can't really say that I ever been in love, but I think just having love with somebody is really stronger than being in love. Because being in love, people can fall in and out of love all the time. That shit
Yeah,
ain't nothing but but
I ain't never been in love. I thought I'd been in love, but it's different. Like,
it was an ego thing, right?
well, I just tried to. At a point, I just tried to conform what I felt I was supposed to do. Like I've
Right.
been through that. Like I know you guys see me as an older cat now, but I've been through the conforming stages where I felt like, oh, okay, in order to be a man, you gotta treat a woman like this, and you gotta act like this, and it just didn't. It never worked for me. It never did, and I did these things, but it wasn't in my soul though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really me. I was sacrificing my own intentions to make someone else happy because I thought that was what you're supposed to do. And I tried it more than once, and it's like, oh, okay, this is what it is, bro. What's going on, Morris? Though, um,
See, man, I think people they have to go through shit, man, to like really find out what that real love is about, man. You know, any one of us, we can go, you know, what do people do when they first start kicking it, man? When they first start kicking it, what's the things that they do? They eat and they fuck. So you mean to tell me this is what relationships are being built off of,
Right.
eating and fucking?
Right.
Because this is what we do when you first start kicking it with somebody. Y'all eat, y'all go out, and y'all fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what this, and then y'all love each other off that. Y'all ain't even been through nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has been tested. People don't get battle tested. So how do people really know that they really love each other?
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I
so
tried to real quick. BC says everyone comes from different backgrounds and value different things. Deal with people in your lane. We waste a lot of energy and resources on people who clearly aren't compatible with us. Facts, bro. Just because you have chemistry don't mean y'all compatible.
that's real shit.
That's facts. Millie says being in love is an illusion, not love, because when you love, it's an obsession. Obsession isn't good. It leads you to suffering and damages. That's actually true because
Love,
you get obsessed with the idea of how things
Mhm.
should look for you.
The
You
idea, the idea.
long-term relationships, it's gonna be times where y'all having sex every day, and then there's gonna be times where y'all having sex once a month. But you have to be along for that ride to experience it. So at the time, so guess what? So if me and you are having sex every single day, and then later on in life we having sex once a month, you want to push eject because you're not getting your needs met. But then the moment in November where you push eject in December, that you might have had it every day coming, but you don't know because once it didn't satisfy your needs, you don't want to entertain it no more. Go ahead, Vonnie. I hear you.
okay, no, I was just okay. Millie, she was on point. I was trying to see what she was saying. But no, she said it right. She right. That shit is an illusion, man. And that's the thing. A lot of people is basing love on how we was raised. That's the whole reason. Well, not the whole reason, but that's why like a lot of us just been raised on shit that we seen on TV, man. That's the whole reason why we got this blue pill shit going on, and we got the manosphere because we had shows like the Wonder Years coming up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that show, the Wonder Years? When
Mhm.
every time Wendy passed by, all the boys and Kevin would turn around and look at her and shit because this is what we thought that we had to do to please a woman or to get the attention of a female.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, that shit is love to me. The
All
way it's
right,
promoted is an illusion.
Vonnie.
It's
I've never in life tried to please a woman and found it was worth it, bro. Now maybe that's just me. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying it was bad. Like I chose to please a woman and she had sex with my best friend. Like I don't mean bad like that. But it never was like, oh, this was worth my investment. Never.
Hmm.
right, right,
Never.
right.
Because I always gotta sacrifice the stuff that I want to do because this person may not approve of it. You know what I'm saying? If I like going to the bar every day, excuse me, if I like yeah, no, forget that. If I like going to the bar every day and having a drink with Nelly and Vonnie after work, let's say we all lived in the same place. And then after work, we watch the game at 6 o'clock and drink a beer. But guess what? My woman don't like that. Oh, why are you always with them? Woo, woo, woo. So I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice that, and now I'm only gonna go to the bar and meet my friends 2 nights a week. But guess what? So now we done messed up our routine, and then now the girls now she mad. Now she mad because she like, well, you being so needy, you all up under me. Well, damn, I thought I cut the time off with my homies to spend more time with you. Now this is the new complaint. So I've never gave and been like, this is worth my giving. Like never. So it doesn't make me want to keep doing it because life has showed me that I don't get nothing back. I may get something back, but it's not worth my investment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Morris Dope for the super chat. He said, Afi, at times in your life when you had girlfriends, what made you get into a relationship? Good question, bro. Good question. Good question, bro. We're gonna end it with this question. Let me say Tisha's comment. We're gonna end it with Morris Dope's comment. So make sure y'all like the video, comment after the video, and share the video. Share the video is important too. Share it. Share it to the DMs. Share it if you're a content creator. Share it on your community. She says communication and experiences that y'all survive together and test of live shows what you can withstand to keep a real relationship going. Facts, Tisha. Tisha's on fire today.
Yeah, that's true.
And then let me read Millie's comment before I answer this question. He says, in love is a choice of mine. You started convincing yourself what it is and what it is, but really ain't what it is. Oh, you talking to him. To love, more aware, and observe person quality. Okay. Real talk. So Mars, dope. We're gonna end it with this question, and then everybody else just touch on this, and then we'll call it a day. And we'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So make sure y'all know that I'm doing this at 7 a.m. every day. He says, at times in your life when you had girlfriends, what made you get into relationships? Good energy. Good energy, and I felt like I had a real bond with the person. Me personally, I've never been in a relationship with someone who I dated, if that makes sense. Every relationship that I've been in with a woman has been my friend first. You know what I'm saying? Woman I'm dealing with now, I consider her a friend. I don't look at her as like, ooh, that's my baby. Like, no, we got to be friends first. I got to actually know the person. And that's why I don't date. That's why I don't court, because I'm not interested in investing in someone's representative, because that's what you're going to get. So every relationship personally that I've been in, it's been women who I'm like, we're dating, and then we become good friends, and then we bond, and then we end up in a relationship. I've never met a girl, thought she was hot, and been like, ooh, I want her to be my girlfriend. That's never happened before. Ooh, she bad, I want to make her my, that's never happened. It happens over time with me personally. So that's what I want to say. So what happened? How have I got in relationships? Good energy. Because the thing is once I get good positive energy from a woman, then they get a lot of my time. That's the trick. The more time you get from me is the more positive energy you bring. You give me positive energy, I want to be around you. If you not giving me positive energy, I don't care if you get fire dome, got fire cheeks, and got a fire looking face. Because if I don't want to be around you because you got negative energy, that shit don't matter no more. It's just like a novelty at the carnival. When you're shooting for that basketball and you're trying to get that prize, you know what I'm saying? You're obsessed with trying to get the prize, but once you get the prize, you take it home, you just put it in the corner. The whole excitement was getting the prize. Once you get the prize, you don't value the prize as much. You just take it home. Oh, this is a cool bear I won, and put it over there with the rest of the stuffed animals. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take. Let me get your take, Nelly, and then we'll go with Vonnie, and then we'll just say peace out. So what you got to say about that one, brother? And y'all can leave a super chat while he talking. I can't hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I don't know what's going on with the connection. It's starting to trip out. But I agree, man. My situation's always been good energy. The vibe, it was a vibe, meaning the chemistry was good. I actually could spend time with the person. Other than just having sex. Like, I really enjoyed the person's company. And we actually just had a genuine good time with each other. That's usually how my quote unquote relationships have started in the past. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely agree to what Afi was saying. It was all about the good energy, and it was the connection. It was just a strong connection. And I'm not talking about intuition. I'm talking about like a good, genuine, strong connection. And I actually just enjoyed. I actually liked the person, mm-hmm. and it wasn't just about just the sex. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's how my experience is as far as actual relationships.
I smashed a lot of chicks, but I only been in maybe 6 relationships, and these are all people who I've been knowing. Like there ain't look. I don't care what kind of ultimatum you give me, what type of nothing. There ain't gonna be nothing official until a whole calendar year. It's not even considered. If you ain't gave me a year of your time, don't ask me what are we, because it ain't gonna be nothing until 365. Mm-hmm. It gotta be 365 before it's even considered. Because I don't know you yet. Women can expose characteristics about themselves. It may take 5 years for you to see it. Mm-hmm. It may take you 5 years. You don't know. You be thinking, what happened to you? This person was always this person. He just didn't reveal it. But go ahead, Vonnie. What you got to say, bro? Oh, one thing real quick. I stopped caring about the sex stuff when I stopped drinking. See, I realized I was always wanting sex and stuff, but I was always having Hennessy and beer in my system, and I was horny and thirsty. Once I stopped drinking the Hennessy and the beer, I stopped being horny all the time. Now, when I was popping that every day, Hennessy, pint of Hennessy, 224 Modelo's, weed, it's like, okay, I'm gonna stick it in tonight because I'm turned up. I've got that feeling.
It put you in that vibe.
Yeah, once I cut that out of my diet, I didn't desire it no more, bro. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, Vonnie. What you got to say, brother?
Yeah, I only been in one relationship, and that was with the chick that I was or the woman I was talking about a little earlier. And that kind of crept up on me, man, early on. Like I think I was like barely 21, but the way she just came in the gate, we of course had a good vibe. She really wasn't even the ideal woman that I wanted, but she treated me like how my mother would treat me. Like she really, really took care of me. And the reason why we lingered around each other, man, I never really just wanted to just walk away from it because I felt like
You went out, Bonnie.
in
Your audio went out, bro.
my mind at
Mhm.
Vonnie going
that
underwater right now.
time I
6 relationships
felt
ain't a lot. I done smashed
like
like 5 chicks in one day, bro. So that ain't really a lot. Maybe it might even be 4 or 5. I'm just trying to be nice by just saying a nice little number. It may be. I must, no, I'm gonna say about 5. It's been about 5.
Yeah, only a handful for me too as well. Like,
I don't count the kids one because I told you I used to when I was a kid I would just have girlfriends for sex, so I don't count none of them.
right.
That was what I thought when I was young. If you wanted to have sex, she had to be your girlfriend first. So those are fake ones. Those don't count. I'm talking
Right.
about real ones. Like I actually care about these women, and I care about them, and I care about their well-being. I care about their well-being even when they're not dealing with me. That's like love. That's the relationship part. So I care about enough about this woman that I care about how she lives and the decisions she makes, even though we're not even dealing with each other. So those
Right.
are with the relationship. Those are the kind of bonds that I have with people. But it doesn't happen often. And like I said, it takes time. Like I don't consider nothing for a year, and I don't care because it gets too many ups and downs. Like I'm not committing first and finding out all this weird stuff later, bro. I gotta know about the weird stuff first.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Billy says you should stay away from women who likes to make you feel like she's your mother. Ooh, good point. These women are here to take your soul. I told your brother, be careful with women like that. The mother like. Good one. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Good one. All right, man. So
yes.
I didn't give y'all an extra hour and 15 minutes.
Flowers.
I
Two
already knew Bonnie
flowers.
when Bonnie came on, we was gonna go longer than I wanted, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
good. So as far as for me, let me just check out real quick. Follow me at Dominance Mindset and Raw Game on Instagram. From there, you can get the links to all of my books, Conversation with the Mind, Finesse Game, Analytical Confusion, and Dominance Mindset of a King. You can also get my course, Key to Your Future Self, where I got the book coming out to coincide with that. Um, Subscribe to my other channels, Mukbangs, Talking to Strangers Food Review, Expo Level Gaming, Expo Level Wrestling, and the International Afi Podcast. And if you want a consultation, hit me on Instagram, hit the link tree. My prices are all up there. I ain't gonna say my prices because I only like talking to serious cats. So you can hit my link tree in my DM. I'm on my Instagram, and that'll tell you what it costs to talk to me for me to help you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I ain't telling my prices because I
Hey,
want serious cats only. So yeah, do
Mm-hmm.
that. Make sure, give me a 1 if y'all gonna drop a comment when this video was over. Make sure you hit the bell and subscribe to my brothers. I'm gonna pass it over to Nelly and then I'm gonna pass it to Bonnie.
All right, for sure. It was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure for you letting me come on and speak from my perspective. Cause like I said, I just came on just just to show my support. I had no idea I was gonna come up here for 2 hours and chop game and talk about life and all that. So it was always a pleasure, man. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's catching the playback, you can find me on IG at Nellynell 2221. Follow me, and please make sure you got a real page because I don't follow pages that look suspect. Once again, it was a pleasure. Shout out to my Mo2 brothers, and make sure y'all go support Afi on Amazon. Go cop all his books. You know what I'm saying? It was always a pleasure. It's always fun chopping it up.
For sure. Oh yeah, make sure. Yeah, P Dubs always leaves comments. Shout out to P Dubs because he always leaves comments. Y'all lie. Y'all be lying to me. Y'all be saying y'all gonna do it, and then when we get off of here, y'all don't do it. Y'all just be feeling like, well, I was there for 2 hours. So what, fool? Leave me a comment too. Uh, but P Dubs always come through. I like when I see people who I actually know. Soon as I see that avatar, I know it's him before I even read his name. So, oh yeah, and if you want daily content, if you need a question answered, you got a situation, your girl's tripping, she pulling back, some dude and slap you in the face, you want to talk about it, hit me on Patreon and I'll make you a video about it and focus. I'll give it. You give me Patreon, I'll give it. It's all about you at that point. So
Yes, join that Patreon too.
go ahead, Bonnie. Last words, Bonnie. Bonnie. Bonnie.
Vonnie on that road.
It's all good. So watch when I start talking. He probably gonna come in. So make sure y'all subscribe to. Let me take this off.
There's my
Oh, okay. There you go, Vonnie.
okay, yeah. Y'all can hit me up, Vonnie EC, on YouTube. You can also hit me up on Instagram, Vonnie underscore EC. My Instagram kind of lightweight right now, man. I'm doing some reconstruction, so I only got like a few pictures up. But I think I'm finna turn my shit into the travel page, man, and just start like really doing some real fly shit. So follow me on Instagram, man, and fuck with your boy, man, and salute the Afi, man. He sounding real official, man, now that he's an author.
Hasn't my vibe changed, bro? Just tell me that because I think I said that real quick before we end because I said that before you came in. I think, Bonnie. What I said was is if people been watching my channel since the beginning, like 2 years ago, you see me not change but evolve. The way that I think, the things that I want in life, out of life, and my values have totally changed, bro. Can you contest to that since you knew me? Like my vibe is different, bro. What
Yeah,
would you say?
that like when you was just doing giving everybody the links to your shit, man. That shit sounded so official. Like check my books out. Check, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember this is before I really got on the panels with y'all. I remember when LDA said in 2000, it was in 2019, he told you on RPC like we all need to have books by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all didn't come out with the books by the end of the year, but you came out with what 3 or 4 books the next year. 4. So
Just
I
y'all
was just
blown
I
I
me
did
was
it for
just
the
talking
haters.
about
I did
that
it for the haters,
earlier.
Bonnie, because they doubted. I wanted to let them know I was for real. I did that for the haters.
for
Did
sure,
that
for
for the
sure, for
haters,
sure,
man.
man.
So I'm gonna play a song. If y'all just want to post y'all links in the chat or just say what's up, follow me so y'all can do it. I'm gonna play a song, and then once the song is over, we out of here. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video and share the video.
Oh, fuck out of here.